using electrolytic tank. The main aim of this experiment is you have to plot the equipotential line for the coaxial cable model. We are using a cable in this experiment and we are plotting the equipotential line and we are determining the capacitance of this coaxial model and we are determining the maximum potential gradient. You can have a look at the apparatus required and you can go through the procedure steps one by one steps of the procedure. And the main core of this experiment is the circuit diagram. So let us have a look at the circuit diagram. So see the circuit diagram. We have an isolation transformer. Isolation transformer, the meaning is your N1 is to N2 is 1 is to 1 and it is connected by means of a single phase auto transformer connected to a electrolytic tank with water, filled with water, and I am using a method called as pantography method which is connected to a multimeter. So now let us have a look at the conduction part of this experiment. An electrolytic tank filled with water inside and you have an pantography arrangement. This is called as pantography arrangement which can be varied, connected with a multimeter, and this is an voltage control electrolytic tank, It's an isolation transformer tank. It's an isolated transformer tank. So to start this experiment, initially I have to switch on the mains. And vary the voltage till it reaches to 10 volts. Now your input voltage is 10 volts and the output of the transformer, isolation transformer, is also 10 volts. Now observe the multimeter by varying this pantography method. It's a trial and error method. Observe where you will be getting 10 volts approximately. So observe it. See, you are getting approximately 10 by varying this. Observe the readings. Approximately I got here 10.03 or 10.20. Fix that point and make this as the center. Of the paper. Take the center of the paper as 10. Make it as the center of the paper and fix the paper at all the ends. Fix the paper at all the four ends. Similarly, take one more reading at 10 volts. Take one more reading. Approximately 10. So mark this point. Now on the paper put a different symbols for this 10 and 10. Mark it as 10 volts. Now let us go to the next 8 volts. Observe 8 volts. Your 8 volts will be very near to your 10 volts. The potential curve or equipotential circle of 8 volts is very near to your 10 volts. Observe where you will be getting 8 volts. I am varying this pantography and observing the multimeter readings. It should show your value is approximately 8 volts. So now mark a point at 8 volts. Similarly, this side we have got 8 volts. Similarly 6 volts, 4 volts, 2 volts, 0 volts from the multimeter are taken and drawn on this paper. This is the conduction part which you have to do for field mapping. Now let us do the calculation part. So you have to find first the midpoint of the circle. Take 10 volts, join with a straight line. With a compass take more than half, put an arc from this end. Next from this end with a compass, put a mark. Join these two ends and find the center. So this is the center of my circle. From the center, you have to draw all the circles which will be seen as below. You can see the circles. This is the center, 10 volts, 8 volts, 6 volts, 4 volts, 2 volts, 0 volts. It's the circles. Now the circumference of this circle is 360 degrees. I have to divide this circle into 12 equal parts so that each part is 30 degrees. You can see here 30 degrees each part. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 parts. Now I have to find the capacitance of my cable. To find my capacitance of a cable, I have to take any one part. In this any one part, name it as A, B, C, D. These are the four ends, A, B, C, D. Name this BD as LF, DC as LE. Name this DC as LE and this BD as LF. Now let us see the calculation. So the first aim, equipotential lines is plotted. Now let us see the calculations how to find the capacitance of the core cable. Capacitance of the cell is given by epsilon naught epsilon r A by D. Epsilon naught is the relative absolute permittivity of the medium. We have used water as the dielectric medium. So epsilon naught equal to 8.854 into 10 power of minus 12 into epsilon r is the relative permittivity of water, and we have taken area as LE into area is length into breadth. I have imagined a 1 meter breadth cell, so LE into 1 by LF. From the circuit you can find LE, LF. Substitute that values, we will be getting C cell per meter, epsilon naught epsilon r LE by LF. Now this is the capacitance per meter per cell. I want to find out like that for 12 sections. So total capacitance per meter equal to C cell per meter into NP by NS. NP is the number of parallel paths, NS is the number of series path. Number of parallel paths is 12 and number of series paths is 4. Substitute the values, you will be getting total capacitance per meter. This is a practical value. Now I have to compare my theoretical value with my practical value. Theoretical value of a coaxial cable model capacitor is given by the formula 24.2 epsilon r by log 10 of B by A. B is the outer radius of the circle and A is the inner radius of the circle in practically. So substitute those values, you will be getting theoretical value. Your practical and theoretical should match. That is the second aim of this experiment. Third aim is to find out maximum potential gradient dV by dx equal to 2 by LF equal to, you have to take LF and calculate. These are the calculations which have to be performed. Now let us have a general look of one calculations, how it looks. Now we have seen all the calculations which have been taught before. Thus all the three aims of this field mapping have been plotted. First we have plotted the equipotential circles. We have calculated the capacitance. You can see here, this is the theoretical practical capacitance and this is the theoretical capacitance. And the third one is maximum potential gradient dV by dx is also calculated. Thus all the three aims of this field mapping have been calculated.